behind you. Right. Right. Are you listening? You've got your landing gear down still. Oh yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
What's happening? What? Here we go. It's all starting. Oh Jesus! Ow!
Attention.
Powering frame shift drive. Ooh. You will. Just keep an eye on the ship. It's fine. It's alright. Just keep watching.
Attention. Counting down to jump.
Oh,
4,
bye, John.
3, 2, 1.
Hello everybody, my name is Gazooka and welcome back to VR. Now it's been a little while since I've recorded, and the reason being because I've got my fan on right now, because what happens is I need to redo, I'm guessing at least, the thermal paste on my graphics card. So I've got that coming in a couple of days, but I thought, you know, I've got some external help for the moment. And really, I wanted to do this for a while. Well, not a while. It's Elite Dangerous, obviously. The title says it all. And we get a carrier. We're getting a carrier. It's going to be so cool. But yeah, so I've waited for this update for a little while now. Plus, I've waited to do a video in Elite Dangerous with VR with my. Oh no. Okay. This. Well, I think I've already shown it in the video. It's my joystick. I think I've shown it. No, I have in Star Citizen. But yes, so then going to be doing that, and obviously it's going to be cool because I've done it in VR before, but it was when I had a controller. And while I was good with controller, because obviously I played it initially on Xbox, it wasn't. You couldn't get as much of a feel for it. And quite frankly, I really enjoy the joystick and throttle setup as opposed to the controller. Yeah, so we're going to go in and we're going to have a look at the carrier. Now I've bought it, but I haven't seen it. It was at this moment he knew he had fucked up the recording. He does not know how because he didn't change the settings. But now we must continue on the journey of going and looking at the carrier that we have totally not seen beforehand. Oh my god. I sure hope the recording has went well this time, because oh dearie me, I've never seen this carrier before. Oh me, oh I, oh. Anyway, so this is my carrier. You wouldn't have seen this before. Obviously not. And we're totally not in the same system. I mean, we totally are. Wrong way around. But anyway, so this is the Victory Class fleet carrier. Don't worry, I'm going to get a close-up look, start from the engines and work our way around. Absolutely adore this ship. I mean, look at the engines on this thing. So we'll go underneath first. Nice rumble to them. I mean, at this point, I'll say later on in the video, I just had a thought. I'm going to guess that my brother's voice hasn't been added either, because I'm an idiot and didn't add it to the track to record, so... another headache. So cool in VR. It's totally new to me. Like, oh my god. Oh, it's so cool. Still though, it's so cool. If I'm honest, it's not. It's a really long ship. I don't know what else to say to it. I'm trying to remember what I said in the last time I did this. Because this is going to be so weird, because I'm going to jump ahead in time. I'm literally future Gazooka at this point. But no, so this is my baby, Gazooka Prime, and I've named it thusly because, well, it reminds me of the oh crap, what do they call it? No Man's Sky. Reminds me of the No Man's Sky one, and like I say, I'm going to show you the other ones, because this is the Victory Class. Obviously, the standard one is the Drake Class. I've also got a couple things on it, such as the colour of the landing pads. I've also got the different colour on it, as well as a different layout, as you can already tell. What else have I got? Oh, I've got a voice pack for it, so that he's a nice suave British dude, another British fellow. But yeah, it's not much of a tour. It was way better, I will admit, in the last one, but when I didn't have the game audio, but my voice was there, it's annoying. And on top of that, when I've got, I'm pretty sure by the time I've edited this again, what was that? Is there someone in my room? Like I say, the next clip after this one, where I've basically just shown you the innings, is when I go onto my computer screen, because as you'll see in a second, oh wait, right up before I get a docking request.
Permission granted. We look forward to welcoming you to our carrier.
He look British dude. He's a British dude, isn't he?
Landing gear deployed.
Ding, ding, ding. And nice and gently, loaded back, and down we go. And loaded forward. Oh, too good. Never mind. So, absolutely adore this one so far. What else was there? Yeah, when we go down, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it because I've got my computer screen right here, so I don't want to smack it, but I'm going to try look up, see if it helps. It don't help. And as you can see, the thing on top, it goes across. It's like two bits that come together like that, and I didn't know that before. Cool sounds as well, obviously, cool new sounds in this fucking cable. So I'm going to show you what I can right now. So, carrier services. Welcome to Gazooka, goddamn bloody microphone. So, I haven't got Universal Cartographics, I have got Redemption Office, you get Tritium Depot, Crew Lounge, Commodities Market, and, what was the other one? Liveries, as well as Bridge Crew, but you'll see that one in a minute, for free. I've only jumped one, which you'll see in the video a little bit later on. I've got a couple of angles for it, and you'll probably hear my brother's voice in one of the two clips, probably the one he recorded for me. But yeah, so like I say, when it comes to storing your stuff here, you don't need to buy the shipyard, you don't need to buy the outfitting, you know, well, that's basically it really. You don't need to buy the shipyard or outfitting to store your stuff here. Secure trading is a black market, just so you know. Obviously the redemption office is where you get your claims and your bounty vouchers and combat bonds, and then Universal Cartographics is Universal Cartographics. But like I say, so when you get to the shipyard or the outfitting screens, you can still use them, only if you're the owner though. So as you can see, I've got 4 of my ships here. I've got my Imperial Eagle, my Clipper, my Mamba, and my baby Anaconda that I do usually use for mining. At the moment now, I've got this bad boy right here set up for mining, and she is a beast, quite frankly, even though I've just called her a bad boy, and now I've got an eyelash in my eye. Ow! So anyway, so that's that. So if we go out of there, so then obviously you've got outfitting, and this is what the thing looks like. So the door there, as you can see, it kind of like has panels to it, if you know, if I keep hitting the bloody microphone, if you will, and this is basically the layout of it. It's a very nice one. It's completely different to the other ones, including the other mega ships. This fucking cable, including other mega ships, to the to the point of you basically, as you just saw a minute ago, you just come down. There is no, you know, come down and scoot back. It's just you drop down and that's it. There is one thing I've noticed. I don't know if it's been like this forever or if it's just me, but when did they take the lights off of the Imperial Cutter? And by the lights, I mean like when you had the weapons stowed away, they were white, and then when you pulled them out and deployed hardpoints, they'd go. Some of them would go red. Like, I haven't seen a red light when this thing's got its weapons deployed, which it has right now, as you can just see on the top there. And I haven't seen a single light in all this time. But no, so you can store all your modules here if you want. But do know, and I only realised this after, well, basically this recording essentially, or the other recording, is that if you go over, so I'm going to go into carrier management, and this is my carrier. It's a lot more lit up now, but that's because the game's done me a good for that, so you can see what you're doing basically. So if we go to summary, as you can see, this is where you start off. So, oh, there's a firefight going on. Ooh, it's a fighter as well. I think you can just make out at the back there, just behind landing pad 4. It's a slight different colour to the rest of the landing pads, what with the, you know, dark grey and then the red spot in the middle. And that's because that landing pad that is there has been taken up and off or coming docked, so you can't land in that same space. And the cool thing is, if I could see where the lasers, if they could come closer, that'd be pretty cool, because then you could see this thing light up. And I've seen it once before. I say it in the last episode. I don't know, in the last recording of this. I don't know if it was in the first part which popped up or if it was the second part, but it literally lasers everything and it looks badass. But the only reason I'm going to be going to the monitor one in a minute is because if I just do this, which is basically moving my joystick around left and right, you can see that it don't do nothing. So I can't look around my ship unless I go to the livery, which is down there, up above the cog. When this dude goes a bit further away, that'll disappear and you'll see what I mean. See? A different colour to the landing pad in front of it, and that's because now it's got somewhat a bulkhead, which it'll have when it goes to lock down and then fly forward and then disappear into which space and then end up back in, or where you're going basically. But no, so then summary, enough talking because I did this the first time around. I want to make this a better recording, annoyingly. So summary, modules, ships 0 units, markets used space 0 ships, markets allocated 0 units. That is your cargo hold, and as you can see here and up there, you have 25,000 units regardless of the layout of your fleet. What's it called? Fleet carrier. And then you've got installed services, 930, and that is basically the stuff that I have installed at the moment. They've taken up that space for basically for resources, you know. So I've got, so I'll just show you actually. So right now I've got bridge crew. This one comes with it with Horatio Fisher. Look at the suave sunglasses on that boy even. Goods traded 986 unit. What? Since when? Fucking when? I ain't done that. I've only put 11 tons and I stored that. At least I think I did. No, I didn't. I donated it to the fuel thing, didn't I? The tritium. Anyway, Kadiva Davis. Kadiva. I'm gonna. Anyway, tritium depot Mercy Patterson. 11 tons. That's the one I've done. I'm guessing you do make money passively then, because as it says there, goods traded is nearly 1,000, and yet I've had this just over a day and a half, 2 days. I haven't traded anything with it, and I haven't put any requests out to be traded, so I'm guessing that the NPCs just sell stuff to you at random intervals. Anyway, so then I've bought the refuel station, which as you can see, but the only way you can uninstall a facility or even install it is in a system that has the, as it says there, carrier administration. And also, if you're thinking of buying one, I'll just show you real quick, I did this last time as well. If you're thinking of buying one, when you go into Galaxy Map, as you can see here, when you go into Galaxy Map, don't go into the search bit here and do the services and then look for carrier vendor, because this, where's the one? It would show up if I was in the same place. But yeah, basically as it says there, it's a bright pink colour, and as you can see there is none near me, and granted this Cremain is where I've jumped to. I was at oh crap, what was it called, Kruger 60, because you can buy one there. I wonder if I can, where's my joystick? I wonder if I can go over here. Should be this bit here. How do I go up? How do I go up? I'm using my joystick, I ain't got a clue. Pitch your forward, left, right, up. R and F. How the heck do I see them buggers? Hang on. There's cap. W. No. A S D. No, wrong way. No. There we go. So, Kruger. Now, weirdly, it's not showing up, but that does have one that is there. But this is what I'm getting at. So, fleet carrier vendor, as I say, this is where I bought mine from. I bought it from. If I go to system map, I bought, as you can see, a lot of people here. Take your bloody sweet time, dearie. I bought it from here, Kepler Gateway, and if you just go over here, There you go, right there. Fleet carrier vendor and carrier administration. So basically, you go there to buy it. Obviously, it's 5 billion. And then it's carrier administration you can do anywhere in the system. So long as you're in the system, you can just use it, which is very handy. But again, like I say, looking for one in the normal way of going to the galaxy map as I've done here and looking don't work. If you're in, weirdly, right, so it's a bug obviously, because weirdly when you're in the system and I have that selected, it doesn't show up at all. Like at all. Like, I mean, this is a system that has it, I've just shown you it does, and it doesn't show up as a pink bubble. Yeah, some of the systems will pop up, but like I say, it's just really irritating that I couldn't look like I literally had to look it up. So if you literally go on to go to Google, for example, or just go into your browser and look up Inara for Elite Dangerous, or eddb.io or Elite Dangerous Database .io, and it basically shown me where they were, and Kruger 60 was the closest to Sol, as it was only about, like, I think 16 light years. So 70, and then it was literally right next door, as you can see it's about maybe 16 light years. But then 68 light years later I've jumped from there to Kruger, and obviously you're seeing this in the past, but I thought I'd just give you a demonstration now because the original one screwed up. I guess you could say it's my fault, but I'm not taking the blame on that one. Anyway, so yeah, before I get you having a good look around in the other with past me, no, I didn't want. Why are you back here? I wanted carrier management. Hey. So anyway, navigation. It tells you how much, where you are, what economy it is, how much reserves you've got in tritium, and a 500 jump capacity, because it's not a one-to-one thing anymore. I jumped, granted that's 11 more because it was 472 before I added on 11 tons, which was just me going out. I literally spent like 15 minutes mining just to see how much tritium I could get, and literally it took next to no time to get 11 tons, and I was really surprised. So I thought, why are people complaining about tritium mining? I could understand it if you're trying to fill up the 25,000 extra units or however much. Yeah, so it's as simple as, to use it, it's as simple as go here, go to where you want. So let's just say, I'm not going to do it, because like I said, I've already recorded this. You're going to enjoy it, you're going to love it. I love the perspective my brother got of the ship. It looks badass when you see it disappear with the massive engines at the back. It is like nothing you've ever seen in Elite Dangerous. Like, I thought the Farragut battle cruiser was a beautiful looking ship. This thing takes the cake by a mile. So anyway, so what you want to do to get more precise thing, because if you just set destination there, it will jump to the nearest star just like you do. So if let's say I want to go to this planet right here, you basically just hit carrier destination. It'll count down however long it's going to take. I think the least it can take is 15 minutes. So if we just quickly go back. Yeah, so estimated departure 15 minutes. At 10 minutes you can't abort it, so just so you know. And then as it says, 12 minutes 30 seconds before the lockdown of the landing pads. And it's a bit laggy because, like I said, my brother was in the same session as me and it was so behind. Like, I'd left, and by the time I'd actually entered which space and I suppose the cloud had dispersed, that's when I started moving to him. So it's very, very weird. But I'm just going to hit cancel, because I don't want to move yet. I'm happy where I am because I want to do a bit of bounty hunting. So then the next tab is budget, and I've put 500 million credits in there for the time being. And as you can see, so commodity training, if you've got commodities, so if we just pop down here, all-time trade profit, 50. What? Did someone come and give me a ton of this stuff or something? Because I didn't sell that. I'm confused. There shouldn't be anything on my ship. I've got tritium, but I ain't stored none, and I've put it in the thing. I want to get maximum amount of tritium before I do anything there, before I start storing. How peculiar. Anyway, so commodity training is 0 credits, because that is money that is put aside, essentially, kind of like as you see their weekly upkeep in blue. That's money that's taken out already and won't ever be touched until it's needed. Oh yeah, it was for when people come and sell stuff. So let's say I wanted, I think it was like 20 million, something like that, 20.5 million credits reserved from my total budget balance, or carrier balance, sorry, that would go towards me buying it off of people, basically. And then a secure warehouse, that's the black market, which you have to buy separately. Weekly upkeep allocation, which, as you can see, you've got a little slider here that you can move up and down, and it will adjust itself accordingly. So say 20%, and as you can see, it's now went to 100 million, but I like it back down. Was it that one? Yeah, 16%, so it's 80 million, which is plenty, because weekly upkeep for me is 8.4 million, so that gives me just about 10 weeks. Which, another note as well, talking about this while we're on the subject, it's a good thing to have a nice little weekly upkeep allocation, because as the weeks go on, obviously that 80 million will keep topped up until I've got no funds available. And for, well, basically every week that goes by, it'll get taken out 8.4 million. When you get, I think it was with all the bells and whistles, basically all your services added on, up and running, active, I can't remember the exact amount it was per week, but essentially you will get 10 weeks worth if you can't pay it for 10 weeks in a row, and that'll be the equivalent of, I think they said, like 250 million. And then it will say basically you have to pay it off this week, or we will decommission your ship the week after. So or it might be the next week. I can't remember if it was the week after, because I swear it said if you decommission it on like a Tuesday, Wednesday time, it won't be that Thursday that it gets decommissioned, it'll be the next Thursday, so it gives you plenty of time to stop it in that meantime, or to pay off your debt, which makes sense, but I can't remember if that's true or not. I think I've read it somewhere, I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere, but it might have been from the old beta, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so then weekly upkeep cost me 8,439,651 credits. 61% of that is the 5 million as standard. You will always be paying that, because that is basically just to keep the ship, the hull and the everything basically nice and new, to keep it nice and maintained. Accrued costs, now this is one that I didn't realise. That is when you've got your ships and modules and weapons and stuff stored there, to which I am actually going to move them back to another station. I'll probably go back to Shinrata Desra, because that's where I was initially, before I moved them all here, thinking that would be cool, because it's free. It is free, the commander is the only one that can do it without a shipyard, but again it costs you money just to keep them here and maintain those parts and such like that, which is annoying because it doesn't happen when you're at a normal station. But anyway, so projected costs 2.2 million, let's say, and that is for the services that you have. Basically you're paying your employees essentially, and then hull maintenance, it's 100,000 per jump, so one jump is 100,000, 10 jumps is 1 million. And then you've got service tariff. Now this one, when you get someone that uses, in my case, the repair, refuel and rearm services, if they spend 1,000 credits on fuel, I've got it set to 11%, because then for some reason, if I go back here, you'll see that service tariff is 10%. And if I put it to 5%, it's 5%. So I don't know if there's a rounding error or something. Clearly it is. But I mean, like I say, so that's 10% there. So if they spend 1,000, then they basically give me 100 to go straight into my weekly upkeep budget. And that's basically it. Also, obviously, as it says at the bottom here, you can deposit or withdraw credits from it at any time, so long as you don't have a debt for that week's weekly upkeep. But like I say, I've got 500 million there, so I'll be plenty happy for weeks and weeks to come at 8 million a week. So yes, commodity trading, I've already said that one. It's very weird how that works. Then carrier services, as I've said, I've shown you these. I might get the redemption office. It's 150 million up front, and then it's 1.85 million a week. And when it's suspended as well, so you have to pay, so like here I have to pay 750,000 credits a week when it's suspended, so basically it's 50% for everything really. So like I say there, it's 1.85 million down to 0.85 million per week. So then shipyard is 250,000 to buy it off up front, and then it's 6.5 million per week and 1.8 million per week suspended. But it requires a capacity of 3,000 units, so just bear that in mind. Obviously, I don't think most people will have tens of thousands of tons of tritium just sitting in their back pocket ready to be stored on their carrier. So then fleet carrier is another outfitting is 2.5 quarter of a billion, again 250 million. It's active draw rate, I don't know what to call it, operational expenses. It's so awkward to do when I'm in VR because you can't see my eyes. I'm really just having to freaking do the Power Ranger thing and just throw my head back and forward to get the idea. So anyway, 5 million per week and then 1.5 million suspended, and it's 1,750 units of space or capacity required. Secure warehouse 165 million. I keep saying, going to say billion. 165 million, and then 2 million credits to keep it active, and then it's 1.25 million for suspended, which is weird because that's not 50% anymore. Although it would make sense because you'd have to keep the place locked down regardless. Universal Cartographics is the last one at 150 million, and that's 1.85 million a week or 700,000 credits a week suspended, and it's 120 units. So really, like I say, Universal Cartographics and the Redemption Office are probably the only other two things I will get. The shipyard outfitting and secure warehouse I'm not really too fond of, purely because like in the shipyard I can't do it obviously because I can't buy it. Well, I could buy it, but I don't want to buy it anyway. Is with the shipyard and with outfitting, it was shown in the beta, and I'll be putting numbers up when I'm editing this, that there was a, if I go to this book, I think it was in this book, wasn't it? Yeah, if I go to shipyard, so right there, as you can see, I'm just going to, maybe without smacking anything. No. Okay, we're good. Okay, so yeah, so then if you look at the shipyard stock, so 10 adders and 15 haulers, tier 1, right, and a capacity of, I can't tell if that, I think that says 1,850? I could be wrong, but no, but you can see the actual price of it, which is 1,668,880 credits. Now, the thing is, if I went and bought 10 separate adders, they haven't got discounted and they have not got a surcharge, so you don't pay extra. If I just pay the standard price for 10 adders and 15 haulers separately, and then put it to that price there, in the beta they'd shown it. I can't remember who it was now. Was it Yamix? They basically shown that it's more expensive to buy it as a bundle in a shipyard than to just go out and buy the ship from another place. Also, even if you had it on discount, you would be losing so much money for people to just buy the ship. And I found that absolutely ridiculous. But if this whole commodity thing, as I've just spotted, as I've more or less logged in today, no, go back, you pleb. Where it's basically selling stuff slightly over time. What's happened? Oh, bloody thing. Slightly over time. So like she's sold 986 units to date, and if that's the case, then that's pretty cool, but where's the money for it? You know what I mean? Like, it's all well and good trading stuff, but if the money that's being made doesn't go back to not so much my pocket, but at least to the upkeep, you know, it brings the weekly upkeep down, you know, and then obviously when the weekly upkeep has been fulfilled before that week it is up, then the extra goes straight to my carrier balance, which the extra 1,393 credits was for my brother last night when I tried to do the recording that didn't fuck up, or the bit you'll be seeing after this video or this clip. I say clip, it's quite a lengthy one now, eh? That was from him buying fuel and repairing his ship when he got here, because he had to journey to here, or to Kruger 60 at the time, to see it go off, and that was the servers kept going down, and there was all kinds of crap going on to sabotage us. But we got it, and it was worth it, quite frankly, to see that view. I mean, I set up the software for him wrong, so all the tracks were mixed together to record and output as one, so you hear the audio of the game, my voice and his voice, all in one, and I can't adjust the volume, so a lot of the sound, but it's quite frankly just the capital ship noises, but it's more just the sights that I was wanting it for anyway. And then we've got livery. I'll go to settings first, so and you'll know why, because I'm pretty much just going to quickly skip to the monitor portion of it, where I take this bad boy off and try somewhere else. And I can't wait to see this game when I've got a Valve Index headset. It will be so much nicer, because the displays in this are okay. They work. They're 90 hertz. You know, it's you know, I can pretty much just go like this, and it keeps up perfectly, as you probably just saw on screen. And it, like I say, it keeps up so well. Obviously, it's paired with an RTX 2080 and an i7 9700K, whichever one it is, 9700K. And like I say, it keeps up really well. And obviously, it's going to have another 30 hertz with the Valve Index, and the screens are going to be even more pixel density, so it's going to be a lot crisper of a picture, and I can't wait for that. It's going to be hard to show for you to know the difference, because it's probably looking really crisp at the moment on the screen you're looking at, but yeah, anyway. So with this one, like I say, you can choose the docking access, so you can have it squadron only, friends only, squadron and friends, or nobody but yourself can dock, and I'd imagine NPCs can dock anyway. But yeah, so I've got it set to all. Notorious commander access, so basically naughty boys that are pirates or have bounties. I don't know about this one. At the moment I've got it set to not allowed. I might think of having it set to allowed, I don't know, but that's basically it. And then set current activity, so this one is, as it says here, so this selects the fleet carrier services background image and navigation panel icon. So it's basically just a cosmetic in the UI side of it. It doesn't change anything on the ship at all. And so you can set it for anti-Xeno, mercenary, bounty hunter, explorer, piracy, search and rescue, salvage, mining and trader. Now I'd say majority of the time I'm probably going to be a trader or a miner, like bounty hunter as well. I'm not too much into anti-Xeno. I was when I was on Xbox One, but since I've been on PC, I've not really been bothered by it too much. That, and there was actually quite a dry spell at one point. So I'm just going to look into livery, and now this is probably going to bug out. Yep. It bugs out initially, and because I'm in VR, it sticks me right here. But a simple fix for that is just to go like that. Look at them engines. Now back to our regular scheduled program. Oh, I can't wait for Odyssey to come out. Oh, well, we're loading in at least. Might as well talk about it. Oh, I can't wait. Atmospheric landings, space legs, first person shooty, like jetpacks. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait for when they do the more complex landings and such, like the storms and everything, like in Star Citizen, when you've got storms and the rain splashing you in the face, like, and the wind and re-entering, and there's fire, and oh, it's going to be so cool. It's going to be so freaking cool. So let's go back to carrier management. So this is what I mean. I can use this, and I can go around the ship, and I can look at all the angles. So this is default. As I said, this is what it looks like as standard. Very nice ship. Got a little bit of storage underneath. Like I say, it's a mishmash of everything in my opinion. But it's basically the bog standard of your starter ship, of your Drake class. There's that one. And then if we just go back down to here, so that's the Drake. I don't want that. No, game. So then, this is the Fortune class, so we're looking at it from the arse end at the moment, so we're going to go back around it from the right. These are the engines. As you can see underneath, as I said, you got two big, what I guess you could say was fuel storage, because it looks like fuel containers in there. So like I say, it's more of your cargo, your hauler style of aesthetic. And obviously the bridge has been moved from the middle to the right to make way for the massive amount of engines. and the massive engine right up the middle there. Beautiful, beautiful. Like I say, it's got some wings on the back. I don't know what these bits are in the middle, like these bits here underneath. I can't go any further than that, you see. But these big pods, the FMD, I don't know what they're about. They could be the fuel. I don't know, genuinely. What else? But yeah, like I say, I feel like this one's more for storage and stuff, because again, look, you got some more containers up the front there. I do like the head of this one though. It's a very nice looking solid front. I do like it. So yeah, that's that one. Then you got the Nautilus Class, which I'd say was more of an exploration, sciencey kind of vessel, to which we'll go around the opposite way. So at the front, it's one giant big sphere. You can't see it very well, if I'm honest. And YouTube won't help because it'll be even darker, so I might just heighten the brightness and such, because I don't want it any higher for me because I'll be blinded. But as you can see, you've got some storage pods underneath there. You got the big bridge at the front instead of at the back. What else? Going back, you got a couple like chunky bit of wings there. More storage on the bottom, as you can see, but there's more of those. They look more like satellite sort of things. So yeah, and then you've got the I don't know what you call them, the cool looking engines, and these ones actually look pretty good. I love the layout. The layout of them is really nice. Absolutely adore them. There's only 8 engines on this one though. So there's that, and then obviously you've got, lastly, my baby, the Victory Class, which, there you go, which has 2 lots of wings, one on the bottom, along with a little bit of storage, as you can see there, and a little bit of storage there, and then a little bit of what looks like, I said, fuel storage in the middle there. And then we'll go back this way, and you've got the bridge on the top there, right in the middle, along with 10 engines. So 5 either side, and then you've got the middle, and then you've got the 5 here. And obviously we're a bit close to these because the game tends to bug out when I try to look at it from this sort of view. But anyway, so then we'll go along the side. You've got another set of wings here, and then obviously you've got that massive hammerhead, like 90-degree turned hammerhead style head. I don't know what to call it. Stern, I think it is, or is it the bow? I can't remember, stern or bow. I think it's the bow. Either the bow of the ship, or the front of the ship. I think that's right. But yeah, so then like I say, and that's that. But yeah, so I'm now, and this is going to be weird because it's going to be so, to me it's going to be a little tricky because I've got to get my brother on, I've got to get him ready to record, then I've got to get recording here, but at the same time I've got food ready. But no, so then, but yeah, we're going to make a jump. We're going to jump, I don't know where to, so yeah. Yeah, we'll jump to 2B, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll see you in a minute. I'm behind you. Look to your left. Pull up. Pull up now. Yeah, now turn to your left. No. I'm sat still looking directly at you in a big ship that's not the carrier. keep going. I'm nearly in front of you, dude. Look, I'm gonna fucking help you. Look, I'm right in front of you. Look, no, go, stop moving, go back up. Look, I'm right here. Yes, this big ship heading toward you. Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I forgot I had the different skin colour on. I'm lit up though, innit? Just come toward me. I'm turning around. I'm showing you the thrusters. Hang on. I'm turning around. Right. Right. Are you listening? You've got your landing gear down still. Oh yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
So, what I want you to do, look, is, or not look, listen, is I want you to turn around and I want you to basically look at, like, the back wing of my ship. at an angle. Right there, stop. Look down a little bit. That's it. Look down a little bit, that's it. Hit enter. And go to the options and find out which one has I think it's debug, not enter. Alright? Right. Now I'm just gonna jump back on thingy back onto me carrier, and I'm gonna get the thing to get ready to jump. Because I want to record the inside while you record it jumping off. Alright?
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander.
What do you mean? No, that's fine, don't worry. As long as you capture, like, I'd say about 90% of it, I'm fine. Right.
Docking successful. Ship secured.
What's happened? What? Alright, I'm not going to abort the mission, obviously, but I'm just going to hold off until you're back in and ready. Or at least until you're back in, and then I'll do it. I mean, I could actually do it, just... Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll get it going now, because, like I say, if it fucks up, it fucks up. Because I cannot be asked to faff about with this again. Some bitch is parked up at my place. Oh, fuck, bruh. No, game, no, don't do this, not now. No, game. Okay, it was. Just keep trying. It says here, so estimated departure is 14 minutes 30 seconds, and landing pad lockdown is in 11 minutes, so that gives me basically 11 minutes left for you to get in. Like I say, it's got 9 minutes before lockdown, and that's when we can't stop it, so I'll give it till about 8 minutes, and if you're still not in, then I'll call it off and we'll try again. Oh, that's a new one, I got Scarlet Crate. Just keep trying to log into the private session or whatever it is. Well, if it disconnects again, because mine's been stable all this time at the moment. If it disconnects again, go out of the game, close it down, including the loader, and then open it back up from the start there. Because that did it for me. I think I did it once and it didn't open, and at the second time I did it, well, I'm still in it.
Attention. Carrier jump sequence has been initiated.
Uh-oh. I've got 10 minutes left. I tell you what, I'm going to have to call it up. Uh-oh. So I can't turn the jump off. No, I mean, I can't stop the launch. No, I mean, I didn't realise that at 10 minutes it stops you from stopping the launch. Oh, quick, get off the ship, go to the position, and do the camera. I don't know, you should, are you on my ship or are you not? I don't think you would be. Go to your panel on the left, your contacts panel, or the navigation panel, and look for Gazooka Prime, and then lock onto it. Where are you? Oh, ow.
Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Did you hear that? No, I mean lockdown in 5 minutes. Did you hear that bit? Are you sure you're near my ship? Because that should come out to anyone nearby. And I can't see you anywhere. I'm not moving! I'm sitting on deck! Yeah, the landing pad's locked down in just over 3 minutes, and then we bugger off about 3 minutes after that. And I can't stop the launch! Okay. Well, there's just over 2 minutes now. I'm just saying, I don't mind having to do it again, but we're close, that's the thing. I just can't... Fucking headset! I keep smacking into the microphone. Just over a minute left before lockdown. And then 3 minutes, well, yeah, 3 minutes after that. Okay, it's okay. If it's an okay angle, I'll settle with it. I can work with that. Just so long as it works. That's fine. That's perfect. About 3 minutes till launch. It'll say in a second we're locking down the pads, and then I'll disappear into the cargo bays, and then I can't see shit other than inside. Here we go. It's all starting. Oh Jesus! Ow!
Attention. Carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown.
They've just put it into lockdown, and there was a great big fucking air horn blast in the back of my ears. 2 minutes 40 seconds before leaving. Yeah, that'd probably be me. Every landing pad is now locking down, John. That's what it is. Oh, this is so cool. 2 minutes 20 seconds. Oh, there's a siren going off as well. Yo, that foghorn sounded different than... Woo! But yeah, the landing pad. So now we're in phase 2. 2 minutes left. So then... Oh, I can hear shit going on. What the fuck is that? No, it's fine. Don't worry. You'll hear what you need to hear in a minute. It's just I'm hearing tons of noises. I'm hearing all kinds of shit going on here. That's fine. Don't worry. 1 minute. 1 minute 20. Well, no, I'm stuck in a bloody hangar, John. I can't see whatever's going on, but I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on. Oh. Oh.
Attention all ships. Our carrier is ready to engage the frameshift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
They are. To me, they're revving up. You'll hear it in a second. I'm going to hear this air horn again. This is going to hurt. 40 seconds. Powering frameshift drive. Ooh. Oh, this is getting good. I haven't even done it yet. You will. Just keep an eye on the ship. It's fine, it's alright, just keep watching. 20 seconds. We're about to... Oh, the power's draining. The lights are going out. Oh, that's cool. 10 seconds.
Attention. Counting down to jump.
Oh, 10 seconds,
5,
we're going.
4,
Bye, John.
3, 2, 1.
Are you at the wrong ship? You're at the wrong ship. Because I'm moving. I'm gone. I've gone to hyperspace. Oh, so it's a little delayed for you. It's a hell of a lot delayed for you. Oh, that noise. Oh. Yeah, that's the frameshift drive. So I'm guessing, because when I heard Obsidian Ant do it the first time, I've shown it you as well. Oh, lights have come back on. And the foghorn was loud. Oh, nice, I can go out. The foghorn was loud, but it wasn't, I suppose, deafening like that, and it didn't sound the same. So I reckon when you get the customise the model. Woohoo! Oh, that's fine. We've got the video that we needed. Oh, that's dope. I love that. Oh god, that was so cool. I know, I was like, I'm going, bye, and then I'd gone basically because I could tell by the sounds. And he was like, oh, now something's happening. I was like, fucking hell, talk about lag. But no, I think when you get a different layout of the ship, it also changes the sound effects as well. And I should have tried it, because when you got the Drake class, which is the standard one, that's the one I shown you with Obsidian Ant did it, and he recorded it in the beta, and he did the sound effects. And usually they don't change the sound effects unless there's something badly wrong with them. And quite frankly, they were on point when I did it, but it didn't sound the same. Apart from when you did the whole frame shift wake thing, the big cloud essentially. When that opens up, that makes the same noise regardless, kind of thing, you know. But it was like the foghorn and the oot 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 kind of thing. That didn't sound the same. That sounded different. So alright. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave this episode here. So say bye bye, Jem. Bye bye. Oh, so it's a little delayed for you. It's a hell of a lot delayed for you. Oh, that noise. Oh. Yeah, that's the frame shift drive. Remember to like and subscribe. Better yet, I'll have my subordinate teach you a lesson.